My name's Jason Mallow. Nice to meet you.
Cool. Nice to meet you, Jason. What you got for us?
Right, so I just wanted to start off by asking you, how did you gain your first steps into journalism as a media manager?
Well, like I said, I started off basically writing stuff for Freefield Daily Mail, mainly amateur football, amateur rugby league, speedway stuff, and kind of grew from there really. So I was in the right place at the right time with a couple of jobs, which was handy, and the more jobs I had and the more experience I got, the better chance I had to apply for better jobs. So obviously the whole city experience was good because I got probably, if I could have picked 10 years, in retrospect I would have picked them 10 years because we went through all the divisions, got to Wembley, won at Arsenal, went to Beijing, there's a trophy, went to training camps in Italy. So yeah, really good, really enjoyed it.
So in them 3 years between finishing your HND and then like your first manager and journalism position, like, how did you get yourself noticed?
Just by doing stuff for free. So I went and sold their mail, kind of. It started off being 1 day, and then it turned into 2, then it turned into 3, and then I was more or less full time, but they still weren't paying me. So I was just keen to do whatever I could really to get myself. Well, get stories in print for a start, then your name gets known, and then you find that you get offered more and more stuff if you're good. They'll send you on better jobs, ask you to do bigger stories. So
would you say print was the biggest thing that got you noticed?
Yeah, definitely. I've done a little bit of radio in the past, not masses of it, but I've done little bits. I used to cover the speedway meetings now and again for radio, which was interesting, and done a little bit on sports talking on beside as well. I've done a lot for about a year now really, but I used to do that a little bit. So yeah, it's like a brand awareness thing really. People need to know who you are, and if you get a good reputation then you get more work, so it's good.
Obviously during your time of working around sport, has there ever been any other area of journalism that's like tempted you away from that?
No, not really. Because I kind of grew up with sport, with rugby league, football, speedway, cricket, all these different sports, and news has never really, interested me to the point where I'd want to work in it. Politics definitely didn't, because I used to miss that lecture at college. But no, sport was the one that I always wanted to do, so kind of stuck at it. Because you do get knockbacks. There are times when you think, maybe I should just get an ordinary job, but I think if you stick at it long enough, then you get there in the end.
Reap your rewards.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's a lot of hard work in it. It's a lot of, to get where I've got to, which is a reasonable position to be in. You have to do some hard yards, as they say. You have to sometimes work daft hours, and even in the Premier League, we're working silly hours, 60, 70-hour weeks. And your money isn't any better. You still get the same for 40 hours as you get for 70. So that's life. But if you don't want to do it, they'll find someone who will, because everybody wants to be in the same job. So yeah.
So, obviously, you said that you, from your travelling experiences, you enjoy travelling, and so would you have not considered working in travel journalism or any areas?
Yeah, possibly. Although I think that's a very specialist thing. To me, it's like reviewing books and music. It's like music, but I always found it hard. We did a bit of that at college, like reviewing albums and stuff and concerts, and I always found that difficult to write, really. I think it's a specialist thing. I think you're either good at it or you're probably not. So, but the travel side, I've been lucky, really, that I've been able to go to all these places that I wouldn't have gone to otherwise. I certainly wouldn't have been to Beijing if I hadn't have been in the job. I wouldn't have been to training camps when Italy, Spain, Belgium we went to. Where else did we go? All over the place really, and just really lucky that I got to go, because without the job I would never have gone to any of them places, I don't think, so it's good.
What would be your main advice to someone that has the same interests in the same areas as yourself, and to make them successful?
Just work hard, be thorough in what you do, make sure your preparation's right, badge your clubs, badge your newspapers and other organisations, say, look, I'm trying to get some experience, can you help me? Even if they only give you little jobs once a week, it's worth doing. I think the people who make it now are the people who knock hardest on the door, I think. And if you don't knock hardest on the door, then the person behind you will run in front of you in the queue and they'll knock harder on the door. So I think that's a big thing, and be prepared to do anything that you get asked to do. You know, let's say we've got Pete with us and he just gets his head down, he comes in, he does the job, we go through it. If there's any criticism, he takes it on the chin and takes it on board. Well, not so much criticism, but, you know, or alteration, shall we say. Because obviously, when you're at your stage, you're still learning. I'm still learning how to write certain things, you know, I'm not knowing everything. And you need to keep learning, keep putting that in the back of, if there's something you struggle with particularly, keep putting it in the back of here, and the next time, don't make the same mistake again. So that's what I'd say. And like I say to you, the big thing for me is, if I take people in, is be prepared, be smart, be polite, be a person's person.
Yeah.
The other thing is, if you want to be in PR and working with people, you've got to meet people and deal with people you've never met before, which is, you know, I met the players for the first time Rovers of the week, and I had to stand in front of 36 of them in a room and say, hello, my name's Brendan, I'm your new media manager, blah, blah, blah. And even that's, you know, intimidating even for me at the last stage of life. So you've just got to be outgoing and push yourself into areas, and then they'll get to respect you and like you back. So.
That's
Super, good questions.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Good. No, it's good.